This is Fraser Smith from Invermere Custom Woodwork in Invermere, BC, Canada, and I'd like to share with you my Systainer organization tips. So a while ago I bought all these most of these Systainers all at once. The ones that hadn't already come with a tool. And I just put all my existing tools in them, and it was the best idea I've had in a long time. I'm not a very organized person, and this keeps me really organized. So a couple of tips that you might not have heard. I bought a leather chisel roll and cut it in half and cut it to the length of this Systainer and glued it into all the sides. So it keeps all my hand tools organized in the open top Systainer. Keeps everything standing up and where it needs to be. Another tip for the open top Systainer is I've glued a piece of steel on here because I've got a magnetic laser, and that way I can store something underneath it and it just sticks to the side of the case. A couple tips for labeling your tools is when you buy a Festool tool in Systainer, it comes with this label here on the left. If you buy a Systainer without a tool, it comes with this as a kind of label, and it's like a card. It's actually the same size as a credit card or a debit card. So if you flip that over, you can use that as a label, and they just slide in there. You can put them here, you can put them on the sides, and they also come with a clear plastic cover. And so what I've done is put my business card on the right on every single one, in case somebody else comes on site with Systainers and we don't get confused. So Festool kind of does the one tool nicely fits in the case kind of philosophy, which is great and it works really well. But if I had one Systainer for every single tool I owned, it would be ridiculous. So I've kind of gone with a different philosophy and tried to fit pairs of tools or groups of tools in one. And you can cram a lot of stuff into these. I've cut a piece of foam for each one on the bottom to fit in there so that stuff doesn't jar around as much. And I have a lot of tools in this collection of Systainers. This is pretty much all the tools that I use regularly. Another tip for keeping them in a stack and getting something in the bottom one or one of the lower ones without unstacking them. As you probably know, you can flip this way and then you can get into this one without unstacking them. But if everything up here is very heavy, you stand a good chance of knocking the whole thing over or this bottom one flipping up as you open it. So what I do is the nub on the bottom Systainer, I just put my foot there and put it on that nub and then grab from the top, and with my foot there I know that it's not going to move, which makes it super quick and handy to get at tools in the bottom ones. Also, this tackle box style organizer has been really handy, and I left one compartment without containers in it so that I can just store small hand tools. So there you have it. With the dust collector, how the Systainers can stack on there and how adaptable they are. You can group them and put together kits for specific jobs, so you don't have to take unnecessary tools to a job, and you can just stack them all together for a specific job. Say I'm just going home to help hang a picture or something, I can just take my cordless one and my tackle box one with all the screws and bits and things, put them together in one trip to the vehicle, and I've got everything I need. I would highly recommend it.